Everyone's tired, but especially moms.
But that doesn't mean it's normal.
In this episode of Bronze Medal Moms, we're talking about mom exhaustion and calling BS on why being worn down has become a badge of honor. Why this is just how motherhood isn't the truth we were promised, and what happens when we stop glorifying burnout.
Because you don't get extra points for running on empty.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Bronze Medal Moms, the podcast where we aren't going for gold, we're going for bronze on the daily. I'm Amy.
And I'm Amanda, and we're here to remind you that you don't have to be perfect to show up, survive, and even thrive in motherhood. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amanda. How are you?
How are you?
Well, I'm good. Our listeners can't see it, but if you're on our Instagram, you can see my shirt I'm wearing. It's actually, can you see this?
Yes.
So it's my Super Dry. It's my favorite store in London. It's really cool because this is called Vintage Rework. And what they do, they take vintage Nike and like other athletic gear. And I say vintage from like the 80s and 90s.
Sure.
And they rework it.
It's vintage.
I know. So this sweatshirt is actually 4 Nike sweatshirts that they've cut up and made into a new one. But what is so fun about this store is every time I go in, I literally see stuff that like I wore in college from my alma mater. Like they had an Ohio University.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Yeah. But Steve's in London this week. And so I woke up this morning. It's only been 2 days of him gone. But like shout out to all the single parents out there.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I don't know. I have one kid and I am exhausted. I'm so tired of waking up for school every day this week. Like I thought when we graduated that would be over. No one tells you that picks right back up when you become a mom.
Well, and actually that is the perfect segue into today's topic. We are talking about something that we both realized quietly before we ever said it out loud. Mom exhaustion and why trying hard, doing more, it doesn't work. It's not working.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Moms are definitely not lazy. Like, I don't think
You would
anyone...
never look at a mom and be like, she's lazy.
Never. If anything, we're way over functioning.
Right.
We're like...
Overthinking, over planning, over caring, like everything we do it times 10.
Yes, and I think the bar keeps moving. In fact, I was thinking about it. Like moms in the 80s, and I'm sure before that too, 60s, 70s, they got like a solid 8 hours a day without their kids because our kids, like the kids were outside riding bikes or playing in the creek or like digging in a ditch or whatever. Now the bar keeps moving because we're with them 24/7. But what used to be extra and like bonus fun stuff that you did every once in a while as a mom, it's now the baseline, I feel like.
Yeah, like birthday parties, the school involvement, being emotionally available all the time. That is a huge, like you said, it used to be so normal to have like kids go play. And I even saw, so the other day, Chris and I, it's rare that we both find a show that we like, but when we do, like we are big TV movie buffs. And so that's like a thing that bonds us, that we're together.
Yep.
And Roger went and played outside and I don't even know what he was doing. It was some, I don't even know. He had like a hat on and handcuffs. And I was like, whatever, you're having a good time. And part of me looked outside and was like, oh, I should be with him. I should be bonding with him. Then I thought I was like, no, I'm sitting here bonding with my husband.
Right.
And it's okay that Roger is outside just using his creativity with his straw hat and handcuffs.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay.
We don't have to be there 24/7. And, you know, I actually call this, it's like effort inflation because the amount...
Love that.
Yeah, the amount of effort required to be considered a good mom, in quotes, like a good mom, not like the best mom, not the perfect mom. We know that doesn't exist. But just to be considered a good mom keeps increasing, but the support does not. That's what I mean, like, especially we do not have that luxury anymore. Like, you wanted to get up off the couch and be there with him 24/7. Like,
Right.
we we even have to go on play dates with our kids. Like, my mom never, ever went on a play well, first of all, play dates weren't a thing. I just, like, showed up at a friend's house or
I was
something.
gonna say you
Yeah,
just walked over there, like, go walk to your friend's house. There was not
yeah,
a play date. It was just you
yeah.
walked over there.
You just walked over. That was it. So but now, like, we have to be with our kids 24/7.
Yeah, like the way we respond is it's like we are responding the only way we know how is just try harder, do more, do more, do more. And it's exhausting. And it's
Yes.
not realistic.
Yes, and when that doesn't work, when our plate is full because 'cause we're doing more, I used to wear this as a badge of honor, and now that I'm older and wiser, I'm like, "Well, that's dumb." I used to be like, "Oh, like, it doesn't fit on your plate," you know, the saying, like, "Oh, I have too much on your plate?" I'd be like, "Well, get a bigger plate." That assumes we are the problem, that we're somehow failing, right? Like, I just it's
I will say
exhausting.
that is one thing I remember this so vividly that I was talking and my husband is amazing.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my dad when I was dating my husband, and I told him that I was like, I don't know, like he's a hard worker and he's such a good person. He's not super driven like I am. Like I'm really driven. And my dad said he's like, I think you're driven enough for like four people. And the truth is, it turns out we're such a good match because Chris will tell me no when I'm like, you know what we should do? We should start a foundation for for goats and we'll hold them in our backyard. And he's like, absolutely not. Stop. And like, if I didn't have someone telling me no, I would have goats in my backyard and been like, this is our foundation.
Oh, yeah, see,
I'm
that's good.
exhausted.
That's good. I don't have that. I am that meme that says, like, if I came home with a whale shark, Steve would be like, "Well, I guess I gotta build an aquarium." Oh, goodness. But, yeah, it's
No, I need someone to tell me no, or I will just build and build and build and build until I literally just end up in the hospital asleep.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think there are as I was thinking about this episode, I think for modern day moms, there are kind of 3 big reasons why we are so exhausted and why trying
Ooh, I love a list. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I know you love a list. So let's get into it. The first one I think is that the load nowadays is invisible. And I mean the mental load, the
Right.
remembering, the managing, the anticipating. That doesn't get credit and it is exhausting.
Right. So even when someone helps, you're still the project manager. It's still in the mental load that never goes away.
Yes, I've tried to tell Steve this for 25 years. He's like, just tell me what to do. And I'm like, but that means I still have to give you the list. And then still have to make sure you did the list. That's still in my brain. So that
You know
part,
what's something that this is actually an interesting and weird tip that we have done? Someone told me this. Gosh, I don't remember who I want to give credit to this for, but it's great for
yeah.
us as a helpful tip.
Okay.
So we have a sliding glass door to our backyard. A lot of people have glass to their backyard so that
We
you
do
can,
too. We do. Yep.
or you have a window. Use a freaking window. I don't care. But we use dry erase markers and we write on the back door what all needs to get done in the house. And then we cross it off as it gets done. And it kind of, and I don't just make the list, Chris makes the list too. So if he's like, you know, I really need to clean out the gutters, like that is not on my radar at all. I've
Right.
never woken up and been like, the gutters. So, but if he writes it down and then crosses it off, I'm like, oh, that's what he's doing. Well,
Yeah.
I did all of our laundry. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it helps us realize that everyone's kind of doing a part
Yes.
of the workload. And granted, we still have like, he still is like, make me a list before people come over. And I'm like, no, just know what to do, pick stuff
Right.
up.
Right.
But for some reason, it has helped so much. And I have so many people come over to our house and they see our list on the back door and they're like, that's genius. Why are we not doing that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's better.
I love that. That's a great tip. That's fun. Maybe I'll try that because we do. We have sliding doors in the back too.
I was gonna say, or you have a window.
Yeah, everyone has something they can use. Or, like, literally get a dry erase board, stick it on your fridge.
Right. Or you could actually have a dry erase board drawing on the walls.
You don't have to write
Like
on your
sending
wall.
you a dry erase board. You poor child.
Well, okay, number 2 on our list is that for moms, we somehow have decided that rest is conditional, and we only earn it after everything is done, which means never.
Never.
Or and we wear that like a badge of honor, like serving my family and neglecting myself means I'm a good mom. Being tired all the time means I'm a good mom.
Yeah. So rest feels lazy instead of necessary. Like, for example, I get my teeth cleaned maybe once a year. My brother in law is our dentist. I should be doing it all the time. My kids are totally up to date on every appointment for every single body part they have. And mine is totally like pushed aside because as long as they get sleep, as long as they're taken care of, I just deplete myself.
Yes.
Completely.
I can remember so many times once we had Adelaide when she was an infant and I was home on maternity leave, or up until several years ago, I would be sitting on the couch at the end of the day, exhausted,
Right.
or when Steve came home from work, exhausted, and I would apologize. I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, babe. Like, I'm so tired. I didn't do this or didn't do that." And he would look at me like, "What are you talking? Why are you apologizing? Like, stop
Right.
apologizing. I don't expect dinner to be on the table. I don't you're like taking care of an infant or you've got your own stuff you're doing. Like, you're allowed to sit and rest." Um I kept apologizing. Like
Good
that
job,
went
Steve.
on. Yeah, that went on for a long time. And finally, several years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm done with that. So now I'm like, I'm on the couch. Like, I'm like,
This is my time.
leave me alone. Yeah. But you're right. It's because I put that own guilt on myself that being tired or not doing something meant I was a bad mom or a lazy mom.
And you know what? I love that you also said, like, we wear it like a badge of honor. Like, how many times do you see someone socially or another mom at school drop off or something? And it's like, hey, how are you? How are you? And it's almost like the default response is, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Like, what if you did say, yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
I got 8 hours of sleep last night. House
Because we're
clean.
because we're not. Because we're not. Well, that's my third reason. I think it's because the third reason this happens is we measure our success by exhaustion because you're
Yeah.
right. Somewhere along the way, being tired became proof that you care. I mean, have you seen, I know you've seen it, all that Mombi merch
Yes.
that's out there? Yeah. Talk about a
And if
bad
you're not
mom.
exhausted, that means you're not doing enough. If you're not
Right.
exhausted, you're not measuring up as a mom.
Right. And that mindset is a trap. And I actually hate that merch. I hate it because it normalizes something it shouldn't.
Right.
It
Right. And we
normalizes.
shouldn't be this exhausted. We
No,
shouldn't be this tired.
no, we shouldn't be. No.
Well, and let's
I
say,
mean,
like,
and
also look at that for the single parents that are like, yeah, but I'm doing this on my own. I totally, I'm not a single parent, so I cannot speak to it. I do have a lot of very successful single parent mom friends that are just killing it. But it's like, what all are you putting on your plate too that you think is mandatory that really needs to go?
right, that's such a good point. And listen, I know there are seasons where we're going to be exhausted.
Sure.
That happens. We're talking about like you're just tired all the time.
Right.
Like
Right.
that. So it's seasons of life when things are crazy, that's different. And I love what you said there. Like, what are you putting on yourself? And not that it's a bad thing. I'm not telling anyone to stop doing this, but for years, I was like, oh my gosh, for whatever reason, I have to celebrate every single holiday with something over the top. I can't just be
You
like,
do like a
oh,
good celebration.
I do love, and I love a theme. I
You do
love a
love a theme.
theme. And I'd be like, okay, it is Groundhog Day. I must have pudding cups. Yeah,
It's Groundhog
I'm not kidding.
Day.
For a couple years, I had pudding cups and little Teddy Grahams that was like the groundhog coming out of the like hole to see and I would have those because I'm like, oh,
Stop.
Everything has to be yes. I did it for St. Patrick's Day, like the little leprechaun, and, it's cute, but Adelaide's like, I don't care. I don't even like pudding and Teddy Grahams." Like, "Cute,
She's like,
mom."
I don't like pudding. Why is
Right,
there
but
so much pudding, Mom?
right, but, like, why am I putting that pressure on myself? Like, "Oh, crap, I gotta run to Walmart. I need pudding and Teddy Grahams because it's Groundhog Day, and I didn't get it."
Right,
Like,
because it has to be perfect. It has to
it
be
has to
over
be
the top.
perfect. It
Or
has to be
even,
perfect.
like, what are you putting on yourself of, let's go to these single moms or single parents out there thinking, "Okay, oh my gosh, the house is dirty or the dishes didn't get clean." Like, guess what?
Yeah,
Go to paper plates for a while if you need to, or nobody's judging you for your house.
yeah, nobody
Like,
cares. Nobody cares.
nobody cares. Lower that bar of what pressure you're putting on yourself for your house or your car to be clean or all the things like and if that's something that no, that is my relaxation that gives me joy to have a be able to have a clean car or,
Yeah,
at least a clean kitchen. That's also different too. But we're just talking about like, is there something that you're putting on yourself of like over the top for, St. Patty's Day? Am I making the pudding stacks or like everything's green in the house where also you could just cut out a 4-leaf clover and bright I love you on it and the kids are like,
right.
oh, thanks.
Right. Right. Exactly. Or I remember, so, Valentine's Day, we just talked about that a couple episodes ago. I love where every day in February you put a heart on your kid's bedroom door with something you've written on it.
Oh, that's sweet and over the top.
It's so over the top. I love it. We did it one year.
I'm doing that.
We did it one year. And for some reason, Steve and I were like, we'll rotate everyone. And we weren't writing them until the morning of, which was stupid. I'm like, we should have sat down and written 28 of them. So they were all
Right.
ready, like in
And
June.
they're ready to go.
Right. That way we did. So one year we did it until February 14th. Then we're like, okay, we're done. And then the next year I felt like I had to do it again and every day. And we got like 2. And then I felt like a big failure. But then I thought, why is this so important? Like, why am I making it so hard and then guilting us for not doing it? Just put one heart on her door for Valentine's Day with
Right.
10 reasons we think she's great or whatever.
Well, and it goes back to, having those stockholder meetings that we always talk about. Like, does Adelaide even like hearts on her door?
Yes. Right.
Right?
Exactly.
She like, quit putting crap on my door,
Yeah,
Mom.
she's like, I don't like it. Get it off.
This is my room. You're touching my
Yes.
door too much.
Yes. Well, let's talk about, though, the bronze medal kind of reframe.
Yes.
Girl.
Let's talk about bronze because bronze is not about settling at all. It's not about giving up or settling.
Yeah. And I want to make sure all of our listeners and everyone in our community know that. Bronze means you showed up, you stayed in the race, you didn't quit on your life to prove your worth.
Exactly. Like gold says, do everything perfectly. Everything's perfect. Bronze says, do what matters most.
Yes. And here's the big shift. Bronze medal moms optimize for sustainability, not approval or not this kind of perfection.
That's huge. That is huge.
Yeah. Because when you stop performing motherhood and going to try to attain this standard, you actually have energy left for your kids and everyone else in your life, all the other relationships in your life, your spouse, your partner, your friendships. So
I love that. I love that actually goes back to that, like, you can't pour from an empty cup
right.
situation.
Right.
Like, you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that you can give to others and not setting your bar so high on, like, I found a lot, especially with Rue these days, going into like the preteens, she's wants to be very independent. She wants to do her own thing. She doesn't really want me hanging out a ton, but what she does want is like a really good hug at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And like it takes 2 seconds. It's great.
Yeah.
It's easy. And I find that is what makes her feel like connected, but I'm not having to go over it's something so simple of not going over the top with something,
Right. Well, let's give our listeners something tangible here.
Okay, because I love a mindset, but also I love something that you can use at 5:30 p.m.
Yes. Okay, so here is what we're calling the bronze filter. I love it. So when you're overwhelmed or you feel like you're failing or that mom guilt starts to kick in, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Does this actually matter long term? Is this for my family or is this for a cute Instagram photo?
Ooh, nice.
And what does good enough look like here?
And good enough is allowed to be lower than Instagram.
Yes. So those Teddy Graham things that I did, I'm sure I did those because they make a super cute Instagram photo. Not
Probably.
necessarily that Adelaide was like, I really love chocolate pudding. I bet she didn't even eat it. Now that I think
Now
that.
I'm just really interested if Adelaide even likes pudding.
Right. I have to ask her. But cereal for dinner can be bronze, right?
Right.
Saying no can be bronze. Letting something go unfinished can be bronze.
Bronze doesn't mean careless. It means intentional. Being intentional with what you're doing and not going over the top, realizing what actually matters.
Yes. And letting go of that myth of perfection, especially in motherhood.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part for me was realizing how much of my stress came from expectations that I had never agreed to.
Same. Just like I was saying, like I set those myself, no clue why.
Right.
But then once you realize it, like once you see it, then you can't unsee it.
And when you start asking, like, who am I doing this for? Is it for me, my family, Instagram?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah, that question alone really does change everything.
Yeah. So, and I think the bronze filter is going to be a new standard of care for all of us.
Yeah, I think so. To all of our listeners this week, here's your bronze medal assignment.
Run one decision through the bronze filter and let it be enough.
I am so excited. I'm going to be doing this and I will share on our Instagram the bronze filter, how it's working. How about you?
I love it. I love it.
So if this episode resonated with you, please follow our podcast and leave us a review because that's how other moms find this space.
And if you want to grow with us as this becomes more than a podcast, head to our website and join our email list.
Yay, no pressure, no spamming, just connection with other bronze medal moms.
We're glad you're here.
Because bronze still shines.
Thanks for listening to our moms on Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.
Hair up high, coffee in my hand, baby on my hip, still making a stand. Oh yeah. Burnt toast breakfast, cartoons way too loud, mascara smudge, but I'm still proud. Carpool chaos, homework on the floor. I'm tying tiny shoes like I'm heading on tour. Sometimes I'm raging in the minivan line, sometimes I'm crying in the bathroom fine, but at least I'm my heart like leather and chrome. Every crazy day I bring it home. I'm momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is 3, but they scream for me. Whoa. I'm momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all I've got, even when I'm falling apart. I'm momming like a rock star. Laundry mountain staring me down, glitter in my hair like a rhinestone crown. Science fair meltdown, costumes all wrong, so we